Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. I was just snooping last night and I was just like, oh, I wonder if, because I started seeing mine turn up and I was sort of waiting for my other accounts and they all just flowed in. Hey, Ev.
Yeah, I love your background. I haven't seen that
Real
one yet.
cool.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm not sure how do you guys see it? Do you see it in the correct?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks amazing.
I had to turn mirroring on because it was showing the other way.
Is mine backwards? It's backwards.
No, yours is not backwards.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so
I still favor Scott's the best. It's just so royal and
sitting in the throne.
It is. Yeah.
So yours is pretty abundant with nature.
It's very
and red rocks.
Everyone has their very fitting.
Mine is just very techy, which is what I need to be from all the flow of nature. So I guess it is on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got our miners, those that had invested previously. We got our free miners. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always exciting and rewarding to get them because you can even get a couple of extra ones minted if you're just patient enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Which happened to me.
Did they show up?
I sent them a nice, because I'm always used to writing a ticket on WAAS and I'm always like, could you please do this for me? Could you please do this for me? And then I just decided to like write them something nice and just put, hey, I appreciate all the hard work you guys are doing. Today I don't want anything but to let you know that you guys are, doing your best that you can to make this opportunity great. So thank you. And then I just thought, because I always, you're always wanting something. And I was just like, well, why don't we just write something nice for a change? It doesn't cost anything. And it's, and whoever receives it feels great. They should, whoever, depending, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the next day it turned up. Something turned up. So,
so that great.
I was and I wasn't expecting it to. It wasn't the intention. It was, I just felt like saying something nice, and it sort of just came back the next day, and I sort of had an epiphany about, oh wow, just a reminder that good things always return.
Yay! Yes, they do. They do.
For sure, like talking to water.
Yeah. Make it happy.
Yeah, it really is true.
Yeah.
There's that Japanese video, if you guys know about it. It really is. You talk to the water nicely, it turns crystal clear. Like crystal clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that book, Masaru Emoto on water. On talking to water.
Yeah.
I know.
The veil. The water crystal on the front of that book is from a Minnesota spring that we drink from.
It's so spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh.
And our old friend, our old hippie friend here in Minnesota knows that guy. I knew that guy, that Japanese guy, Masaru Emoto.
Wow.
Talking about water studies.
Yeah, I watched that video on the YouTube. I don't know, it came around from my children knowing it, studying it in school somehow, in conventional school too. So but we are in Oregon, and we are in a bit of a sort of hippie area, so
that helps.
It does.
More progressive.
Yeah.
So I guess
hi Maya.
Hey guys.
Hi Maya.
Oh, you're muted. Maya is muted.
Oh, she's gone.
Yep.
Oh, she's back.
So I don't know where you guys are at, but I had a question for Scott because I'm mining and I think it's like all, going. So it's going a lot faster than it was before. But I'm just going to share my screen so we can work through this. Okay, so here's my Dapp. And here's all the miners that were given. And they're all staked. But do we have to go into MetaMask and do
Hello.
anything there, like on the Explorer?
No, because he skipped out that process. So
Okay.
he's normally when you buy a miner, you have to go to the scan site.
Okay.
But I've noticed through all of the accounts that he sent these in regards to the old withdrawal of funds,
Okay.
they've just gone directly to the miner. They're attached to the node, so they're working like good little workers should be working.
Yeah. So
I don't think
are people that didn't get these miners, but they're purchasing them, do they have to go through this process?
yes. So the people that are still, I believe that there's a new process to what we were doing beforehand, and that new process is that we get the code from the
Right.
WAAS website, and then we
Right.
type the code into the minted area within the Dapp. So
Okay.
I haven't done one yet because I haven't purchased any new miners.
Right. So you
Um,
go here to mint, and I don't know where that
yes.
code shows up exactly, but
Okay.
you paste it in here.
Have you got have you got your WAAS page open?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go to your WAAS page
Yep.
and go to subscriptions. Go to subscriptions
Okay.
and then scroll right to the bottom.
Oh, I gotta log in again. This is actually my sister's. I was in hers last.
That's okay.
I'm
It's,
managing a bunch of different accounts, which is,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. You become really good after a while.
weird.
So subscriptions down to the bottom
Oh, all the way.
and
Okay.
yeah, all the way.
Yep.
And see there's a miner code history. I
Yep.
believe that's where it's going to show up. There's going to be a code in the right field,
Okay.
and then we'll be able to go back to BTC20 and put that code into there.
Yep.
And that should automatically mint it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure if it just directly mints it like we receive the old available funds. You know, we might not have to go to the scan site again.
Okay.
But I'm not too sure because I haven't purchased one. I think Alan may have purchased one, so he may know. Once you put the code into this piece here, if it turns straight up to miners and wallet, or if it goes to the scan site. But I believe once it's in the Dapp, I feel like we shouldn't have to go back to the scan site just by looking sort of off this page here.
Yeah,
because it's already in the Dapp.
Right. I had a guy, I'm trying to remember his name. He's a new guy I've been talking to. He's in the group. Johnny, yes, thanks.
Yeah.
And his miners showed up, he staked them and everything, they've been minted. But then he was wondering, because in the scan.bitcoin.technology, there's 0 tokens for him.
Okay, that's because he's is he expecting any?
Well,
Do you know if he's they're all connected and everything? He's received everything.
yes, he's mining. The numbers are going up.
Okay, if he's not expecting anything, then 0 is quite a common thing to see in the scan site.
Okay.
So if he's expecting, just say he bought some miners 3 days ago, and he's wondering why it's not in the scan site, he may have to go scroll down to the bottom of the WAAS subscription page and see if there's a code there waiting for him.
Okay.
If there's a code there waiting for him, there's no reason to be at the scan site. He can just go directly to the Dapp, go to minted, and type in that code. So I think that should iron that area out.
Okay. Yeah, he just joined now. He just joined our meeting. So
Okay.
hey Johnny. We just went over your if you're here and can hear me. Hello. We were just talking about you.
Hi Johnny.
Hello.
Yeah, so Scott was saying that even though your tokens are at 0, that's a common thing.
Unless you were expecting something. If you're expecting some miners to turn up, did you purchase some miners recently and they're not there? Is that correct?
Yeah, I got the 50x miner. What is it? 2-3 days ago now, and they're minted. So they're mining. And then I was just following the videos, and the video that talked about importing NFTs into your MetaMask wallet. I tried to do that, and I just wasn't able to. And it looks like
Okay, but
yeah.
okay. So when you go into your miners in your node, all the miners that you purchased, are they in there? So if Crystal, if you could
Correct.
take us,
Yeah, they're miners. Yeah, they're in the
okay,
node,
so
and my numbers are going up.
yeah, okay, so everything for you seems to me like it's going fine. So what the videos were explaining, are you talking about Crystal's videos that she put up on how to import NFTs, or are these other ones?
Someone else.
No, it's the
Okay.
the English gentleman. I apologize. I don't really know his
I think his
name.
name's Joe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Is that Joe? Yeah. Yeah. Well, things have just sort of slightly changed over the space of a month. So some of those videos will be outdated.
Mhm.
Chavez is always updating the Dapp. He's updating the way things are being done to make it easier. It's a new system, a new project. So he's trying his best to make things more simple for everybody. So yeah. So by the sounds of things, everything's running right. We just probably got to update some videos potentially just to
Yeah. A lot of
okay.
they might have to end up. I know some of mine might be obsolete at some point too. So we'll have to just, go with the flow that way. But yeah, you're all set to go, Johnny, it sounds like. And I just want to show you guys, look
running
at
smooth.
this. I think this is the highest I've seen it yet.
Oh wow.
$3.78.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
what are we doing here? We should be trading.
yeah, I know. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, because I was gonna do this before we got on the call, but then I figured I'll just wait for all of you guys to see how this is done. So let's do that. So I don't have enough bee fuel because I'm going to need how much bee fuel? 5,747 bee fuel. I think I only have 3,000. So go to MetaMask. Oh, I only have 1,000. Okay, so I need to go and back to the dashboard. Yep, swap. Very good.
I just did it for the first time the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, hey, Matt, mathematician, can you figure out how much I need to swap because I had
it was at 5,000.
yeah
5,000 B fuels.
Yeah, and then I only have 1,500. And
do you just want
cost
what you can do is just select the USD token. So go back to the swap.
okay.
Oh, have you got B fuel?
1,500 only.
Okay, so if you go to harvest.
Okay.
If you just want to harvest, if you've got the B fuel, just go to harvest.
Okay.
And
just harvest some.
You just maybe click maybe like 30% or something, no less than that. Somewhere around 20.
Yeah.
25 might be around.
I think
right.
25 isn't gonna, yeah, that's 1451. Okay. So yeah, just confirm that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could slide that. That's cool. I thought it was 25.
Yeah, or you can use the little arrows to.
Yeah, so you could do like 21 or 56 or whatever. Yeah, and then you just
the little the little left and right arrow helps you fine tune it.
Yeah. Okay. On the keyboard?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I did it, but did it confirm? Let's go back to MetaMask and see.
Yes, your B fuel consumption's gone down.
Yep, and I've got 5.5 in here now. Okay, and I have noticed that this is, since we've got these other miners added, this is going up substantially faster, as well as the B fuel consumption, of course.
But are we mining slower? Is that happening, or is that like over time? Isn't that something that like we mine slower over time? I feel like
so the more, so the more miners come in, it reduces our input, unless sorry, the amount that we're able to bring in. So to sort of counter that, you can either just bear it, or you can find out the percentage which yours is dropping on a weekly basis or whatever, and add that sort of amount of miners. It's entirely up to you. It's like kind of like Chavez says about the bananas, but I like to look at it as like we're all going to a banquet dinner, and there's eight seats at the table, you know, and we're paying $20 each, and we can eat everything. But then 2 more people turn up, and we're still paying $20, but we're getting less amount of the pool. So
it's where the whole idea of hashing up comes in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, can I interrupt for a second, guys? Would you mind explaining what hashing up means? I don't have a clue what that means. Would you mind if you just do that right now?
Yeah, of course. So hashing up basically means just getting more mining power. And you do that by going to your WAAS dashboard. Well, actually, you'll end up on the dashboard, but then you go to subscriptions. Oh, it's going to bring me away from that. Sorry, guys. Okay. And you can choose if you want to hash up with a $50 miner, $500 miner, or 5,000. And you can use your BTCC that you've mined. So for instance, I'll just bring up my Metamask here. I've got 5.5 BTCCs, which, you know, isn't a lot at this point because we only had a $500 miner up until a few hours ago when they got minted and then staked. So that's going to go up substantially in, over time. But so you can use this previously mined BTCC to buy more miners. So you can hash up with that, or you can put out-of-pocket funds in too, if you want.
Okay, so let me just make sure I understand. So hash up means effectively buy more miners, however you decide to do it.
Exactly.
Got it. And then, Crystal, can you just open your MetaMask for a second again, if you don't mind?
For sure.
So back to the initial point that we talked about, I just want to make sure I understand. So if you click on NFT here, right there, right in mine, there's nothing there. That's fine? I don't need anything in there. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm good.
When we first started mining a month ago or whatever it's been now, almost a month ago, it was a different setup. So I think that's why it says previously owned 1 in mine. Because I just staked and got a bunch minted and staked today, and it still only says previously owned 1. So that hasn't changed. So I think as long as you're mining, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
those videos you were watching are kind of out of date. That's how quickly this technology is changing, which is quite amazing, right?
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Then I'm good. I think I'm good then. Yay. I like being good. Being good is awesome.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. Hi. So what is better? Is it better to hash up, or is it better to buy more to hash up or to keep our BTCC? I mean, is that the whole point, is to try to keep our BTCC?
Well, you want to keep some of it, but you also, like Scott was saying, like the mining goes slower over time. And so you're going to want to use some of your BTCC to hash up so that you can continue to mine at a steady pace, like a consistent pace, and keep earning.
Or you could always just buy the miner with USDT like we did in the beginning, and
you
just
totally go out of pocket
just
too.
save your, BTCC
Yeah.
until it goes up. If-
Yeah.
And then how
Well,
about
that's what.
well, how about swapping then? Swapping because we
Yep.
Swapping is changing it to USDT. So, you know, swapping we either do to buy the miners with the BTCC, or to buy B fuel, or we just do it straight with USDT. Swapping is basically, you know, converting your BTCC to USDT, which we essentially want to do when the price is high.
Yes, which is,
right.
right now is a great time because what is it at now? It's
43
just at
something.
almost 44.
What I think I heard Chavez say that he wants it at like 100 within how long? Like a few weeks or a week, or what did he say?
Yeah.
I was having dreams the other day that it was going up to like 10 grand. I was like, oh my God.
I love it. Yeah, like when we first started this whole project, I was dreaming of topping up at night. It was in my dreams all night.
Well, also, so then we want to
Gotcha.
swap like what every day? I mean,
Uh,
mean,
it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's like playing a game, literally. Like follow your intuition.
Wow, it's gone up
okay.
$44.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, yeah,
I'm
wow.
gonna go ahead and
Oh.
swap.
It's already gone up $2 today, at least.
I'm gonna swap like one BTCC right now, just to show you guys how simple it is once you have it all set up. And then that's it. It's
And done.
ending, but okay. And then I will go and I'll wait for this to confirm first. Okay. Yep, we're good there. We've
Hey,
got
Crystal, while that's going, is there any gas charge for swapping, or is it a charge-free
so
procedure?
minimal. It's like, I don't even know how much it is. I don't, because it's so minimal, I don't even pay attention.
0.000002
Yeah,
Wow.
of
okay.
1 BTCC or something like that. It's real minuscule.
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. And so then I have the USDT, so now I need to go and swap it. Or no, I did that. I have to buy the B fuel. And you won't have to do this every time if you have enough B fuel. So how much B fuel do I have? Go back to Metamask. Metamask always takes such
Didn't
a
have much though, because right, didn't you just
oh yeah, I
Chris,
need to
25%?
yeah, I need to buy I need to buy the B fuel. So $44 worth of B fuel. And I still haven't figured out the math, what $44 is. It's not gonna be
It'll be, yeah, it's, might, you just start typing in something like 3
that's what I do,
and then
yeah.
see what it says. Yeah. Normally it takes a couple of goes for me.
Oops. Yep.
So last night I was trying to buy bee fuel so I could harvest more or longer, or I guess, right?
Yep.
But for some reason I couldn't, when I pressed I put in the bee fuel, it was doing the same thing. It was just turning around and around and I couldn't get through. It was an error again.
wow.
On your phone or on the laptop?
I was on my laptop.
Okay, because I found on the phone, it doesn't work for me. I haven't been able to
I remember you
figure
mentioning
it out on
that.
my phone.
Yeah, for some reason on my phone, it doesn't let me link my Tron wallet to the bridge. It only lets me link my MetaMask for some reason.
Okay.
Or it gives me the option. It only gives me the option, at least on the Android. I don't remember if I tried on the iPhone.
Yeah, it's still, yeah.
I mean, that I might have to raise a ticket for Carl on Monday.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, he's pretty smart. He'll be able to figure it out.
I mean, not that, I mean, all of you are amazingly smart too. I'm just saying.
I'm just here here learning along with you guys. So
So let me ask, what is the deal with the miners that we received? Are two of them from you, Scott? Did you send us miners?
No, they're all from Chavez.
They're all from
They're all
Chavez.
from-
Okay, because you said that that I had two, but I actually have four.
Oh, yeah, so at the time when I checked, because I've got everyone's addresses, you see.
oh, you
So,
can check. I was
I-
wondering how you knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too,
and
okay.
so and
He's-
so
he's
I
the
was just
smart
putting in
man.
people's addresses, and it was coming up. Yeah, and everyone. So, just to give them some good news.
That's awesome.
It's
Yeah, I
so
was
awesome.
wondering what you were
Yeah.
talking about. Like, how does he? What's going on here?
Yeah, who is this guy? Yeah. So I told all my friends this morning too that, hey, look, why have you got miners sitting in your wallet doing nothing?
Mm, yeah, I still have to go.
And they'll be like,
install-
what?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So they'll be like, how did he know? How does he know that I've got miners? So I haven't told them yet. I'll just leave it for a few days and see what they say.
Mm,
He's,
okay.
he's the
Yeah,
he's the
I
web
wonder
man.
if it's worth talking about. Yeah. It took me a while to actually click on. I'm a bit of a slow bloomer when it comes to inside jokes about the Spider-Man web thing. It took about maybe 4 days, and is that why? So it's yeah,
It's the web.
and then So I wonder if it's beneficial to just to go through and see how we can like fully maximize the use of creating energy, making money in WAAS and in the Dapp.
Yeah, you probably have that
because
figured out.
because there's a lot of questions about should I swap my US, should I swap my BTCC every day? Should I hash up? So it would be quite good to go through and just see how we can maximize WAAS and to see how we can maximize the Dapp.
Okay.
So we're, running at 100% instead of 20.
Right.
So if you want, I can just maybe share my screen and we'll go into WAAS. I think we'll start there maybe because that's a good start there. Alrighty, where are we? WAAS. Okay. So we know that every time we buy a miner, that it goes to this total investment amount. And so to fully maximize, if everyone's got 3 accounts, I would actually start recommending to hash out from one of their lower accounts because we know that we get 10% and check match bonus go into the main account. So to maximize your hash power, it'll be wise to go into your lower account, and then your top account will get a chunk, and then it'll go up the scale. It'll go up to our uplines. It'll just keep going. But that's how you can individually benefit. This total amount here will get back on the 24th of September next year. So that's the way I can see how to maximize this.
I didn't know that we had that option. I thought, how would we hash up? Because I just, my funds came through Kraken and I bought a miner just a few, before this call, but you're saying that I could have hashed up on one of my other accounts?
Yeah, you could just log into the lower one. Like you don't have to, but
okay,
like
so I log into the left or right.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
and then
everyone's got their own method. If you're passive and don't want to bring people on board, then that's what I would do, and then all you do is just get there's your deposit address, save that into Kraken, and then you're away, you're set. So that's how I would do it.
Real quick,
So
as far as the left and right wallets it's a different address though, right? Like I would have to send money from Kraken to one of the left or right addresses.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, gotcha.
So, for example, if
Okay.
if I wanted to hash up and buy a $5,000 miner, I'd put it in my bottom left or right account,
Okay.
and then I'll get 500 miner in the top account, and then my upline will get 50, and then their
Okay.
upline will get 5. You know, so it
Okay.
goes up the chain. But we want to maximize what we are doing. You know,
But I
strengthen the
can
community.
but that miner I can still put onto my what is it? Onto my Dapp.
Yeah, because
Right.
you got the
It'll-
same address in all accounts. You've got the same. This MetaMask address should be the same in all your accounts, and if it isn't, you've just got another account within your MetaMask. So it's no, either way, it still works.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind
No,
of
I
that. So
appreciate
you know
saying
that.
because I wasn't, I didn't have that
Yeah.
in mind to do that.
Yeah, and then from
also,
that,
if you're following, I want to interject one thing.
Yeah.
If you're following that strategy, you want to make sure that you're choosing your leg that is weaker. So Scott,
Right.
Yeah.
if you scroll down a little bit, then you can show them where to find that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
it's like the same
Here-
one with everyone, right? It's which is it the left or the right?
It's you guys are you're
yeah,
building your left, and then anybody you bring in will be building their right.
yeah. So yeah, that's very yeah. So
You're gonna-
Left,
So
no
we
matter
want to
what,
add to our left.
left.
yeah,
Just left.
so
then.
I would do my left because it's lower than my right.
Right.
So I want to bring this figure up. You know, that's and that'll benefit. What was I going to say? But yeah, so that's for check match bonus. Yeah, you brought that up, Crystal. That's good. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's
No,
good.
thank
So
you for that.
that maximizes
enough.
things within your own WAAS, because we know we're getting that total amount back, and also it creates an income. So you get money going into your Vault Horizon. We get a 3% dividend monthly.
That's
So
amazing.
if you can generate income within your own WAAS to make this Vault Horizon go up, then you're getting a higher 3% staking. Dividend. So, well, I got 4,900, SUSD, and that's $150 a month just for me, creating income within my own tree.
Yeah. So,
So
every time you hash up, you're 30%. Is this correct? 30% of that. No, let's say you bought a $50 miner. 30% of that 50 goes into the Vault Horizon, and then you get paid.
No, not quite. It's because I'm topping up from my left account.
Oh.
That 10% goes into the top account, which gives me an income in here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if I put $5,000 miner on my left lower account, then then I get 500 paid into the. Well, I won't, because I'm on a 300 daily maximum check match bonus.
Right.
So I'll do a 3,000 top up. So I'd buy 6. I'd buy 6, and then I'd buy another 4. So I get double. I mean, so I get, so I maximize my check match bonus. So that's another important thing. If someone decided, because I know you bought a $5,000 miner, and I would have, if it were me, I would have gone down to one of my lower accounts and purchased 6 $500 miners, and then you would have got a check match bonus of $300 for your top account, and then the very next day I would have put in 4 $500 miners, and you would have got another 200. So you're maximizing your check match bonus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We can create another video for that or something like that, but these are the small things that because just remember, half of the sales of the miners go towards the WAAS affiliate marketing system. So if we can maximize the affiliate marketing system, then we're going to thrive, because we can thrive on this side, and then we can thrive over in the Dapp. So if we're thriving here and then thriving over there at the full potential, then you know, I think everything is awesome. Everything's great. So
I have a question. Is there any time we can withdraw some money? Or
Yeah,
I don't know.
anytime.
Is that a silly question or what? I'm like, how did
yeah.
You just have
Yeah.
to swap your
Yeah.
BTCC to USD, and
Yeah.
then you can withdraw
Bridget.
in your main wallet, like Kraken or Exodus. Then
Okay.
you withdraw that into your bank account.
Or
Okay.
put it into WireX and use that WireX card.
Right.
Or Zoom. Coin Zoom is better, we found, but either
Oh
one.
yeah? Why
Yeah.
is CoinZoom better? Can you use it on Amazon?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not that I
Okay.
want to withdraw right now. I'm just thinking, what am I doing? Like, how can I not think that? Like, come on,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Money just
I have
keeps going
to
in.
know
And
I can withdraw.
Yeah, you can withdraw at any point, even in like small amounts. But whatever you withdraw now, in the future, you're kind of losing out because it's
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
yeah, my mind won't let me withdraw.
Yeah.
So it won't let me. My mind says, do not withdraw whatever you do. And then okay, if I can't withdraw, then I'm gonna find all the possibilities that I can find to maximize it. And you know, I've just been searching everywhere for ways just to maximize so I can withdraw. You know, because
I think my intuition was telling me the same. Like, I can't withdraw. There's no there. Yeah, that's right now we can't. But now I know.
Like another idea of what you could withdraw, and you could even put it back into the mining if you wanted, if you didn't want to put it into like CoinZoom or your bank or whatever. What Scott was saying earlier, how I'm understanding it, when you buy or hash up the miners on your lower left, then you'll be able to have available for withdraw funds in your WAAS account. And so then at that point, you can withdraw those. You could hash up with those. You could do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
$45.
Whoa.
So what I might do,
This is like the
that?
fastest it's gone
because-
up
because-
that I've seen.
Yeah.
Right?
because I've got quite a big quite a lot of banked like non-harvested coins. So I just thought, you know, I would
Yeah, let's do it.
you know, start. Yesterday I had 16, and then I turned it into 19, and then today it's gone to 45. So I'll just do it quick. Oh, it doesn't want to let me go max. So swap that out.
Okay, so you're swapping all
45.
the BTCCs out.
Yeah, because I've got quite a lot that's unharvested.
Right, so you're gonna have to.
I
anyway.
got 50, I got like there's a couple hundred there, but it's just like I'll do it a wee bit and then I won't, because it's
Hey, Scott, sorry, can I
yeah.
interrupt you? You're moving really fast. Can you just, what you just did, your reasoning, your rationale, can you just explain it a little slower for the guys that are slow like me to just understand why you're doing what you're doing, if that makes sense?
Okay, so I'll just hang on. I'll just so what I'm doing is I'm just swapping out, because when I harvested my last batch, it was quite low, so it would have been about $35 a coin. So now it's at $45 a coin. I got you know, 19 coins. That's an extra $5 a coin sort of thing. So it's $100 you know, for the swap. So and because I've got heaps that are unharvested, I can afford to go through and start swapping and harvesting more, because that's I'll take you back to the dashboard, so that's confirmed, and I'll worry about that later. But we'll go back to the dashboard and I'll show you something here, because this is important. So we'll go to another account, because I haven't done much. I haven't harvested one thing in here. So I'll go. We'll go to Lee's account, and we will check out what she's got going on here. So we'll go across here. So these tools here on the main dashboard are really good. It's the B fuel consumption net worth. So this is what it costs to mine, for you to harvest. So I think we've got about 140 coins in here. Does it say? Yeah, so we've got 140. That's the amount of coins. And we've got, this is how much it costs to harvest. And this is, if I swapped it straight away, it would be worth 6,300. So there's an upside. If I do an immediate swap at this stage, what is it, 1,700, I believe, 1,700 US, if I did an immediate swap. Now, the reason why everyone's, these two figures are close together is because either you've just done a harvest and it's gone back to zero, or you've just connected to your node. The longer you leave unharvested coins, because I have never harvested off this account. This is one account that I've just let go because I like to do science experiments. I like to see what happens with accounts that you can run out, just let go wild, and some that you partial harvest, and some that you harvest on a week, some that you harvest on a 2 week. And that's how we get results, and that's how you sort of get a bit better at things. So technically, what the was just keeps refreshing on me. I don't know if that's a new feature within the Dapp or if that's just my computer needing a restart.
To me for a moment
Hang on.
too.
So where were we? These figures here. So the reason why these figures are so far apart is because the cost of mining, when I attached these miners to the node, when was it? 4 weeks ago now? Close to 4 weeks. So this is 4 weeks of mining. And
what size of miner do you have?
So in this one, we have miners, so I think we got some and it's not even much. It's just that's all we got there. Well, it's enough. It's heaps.
6,500.
So that's
3,200.
yeah. So that's 3,200. Yeah, bang on. So
My dad
that's
is a mathematician.
$3,200 worth of money.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I need to turn my volume up. I'll just turn my volume up so I can hear you. I turned it down. So going back here, $3,200. Okay, and I haven't harvested 1 cent, and this will give me a profit of close to $1,700.
4 weeks.
Well,
that's not bad.
That's 4 weeks, and so that's paid for half the miners. Okay, so if you do it regularly, you're cancelling out what you've done. You need to let something build up. I would recommend going, hey, maximum a week. Do you know what I mean? Unless you get a spike of like $5, what's $5 over 3 coins? Well, it's something, but do you know what I mean? If Chavez is talking about $100 in 3 weeks, he's a bit optimistic. He won't be too far off though.
The way it's going.
Well then, yeah. Well, hey, look, and $100 for each coin, or you could sell them out today. You effectively, because you don't get those coins back once you harvest and once you swap them, they're gone. You have and then meanwhile, at the same time, the same breath, your rewards are reducing because there's more connectivity to the node. So unless you counter that and hash up, I would suggest holding your coins. Harvest still, if you can, or you know what I mean. It's a fine line. It's
So hold off on harvesting, not every day. Hold off.
Not every day. That was the game plan when we first started, because the simple reason that we didn't have partial harvesting.
All right.
Now, if we didn't have partial harvesting, we have to keep on top of the harvesting, because some people may never afford to get there, because the longer you leave it, the harder it's going to get. And then it's just like, well, it's sitting at $10,000 and I can't where am I going to get $10,000 from?
Right.
So it puts people under pressure, and it makes them go, oh, I've got to harvest to keep on top of it with whatever I can afford. So I noticed in that period I was harvesting really regularly, and I was almost like on a wheel of nothing. Like it was everything that I was doing was canceling out what I just did. So you need to harvest maybe 5-10 coins, hold it for a week or 2 weeks. It really just depends how patient you are, because there's been so many times where I've gone to push the button and I'm like, no, calm down. And then I got really excited when I seen it at 45. So I just thought, okay, it's built up that much that I've just got to push the button. So here we are. Yeah.
When you say press I mean, like right now, I've just let it harvest. I haven't done anything.
Mine.
That's fine.
But I don't want to get to the point where it's going to be like that.
Well, you can harvest only 1%. That's where that percentage comes in. So if you can only afford very minimal bee fuel, then you have that option.
You mean I can all 4 of them are harvesting right now. So
they're mining.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Digging.
Yep, they're mining, and then you go in and harvest what they've mined, and you can change it. See what Scott's showing you right there. You can change how much.
Yeah. So it's going to, it'll be 3,762 bee fuel for 1%. So if I just let this run out, my plan is to build up my account to unlock all the coins in this account. So if I play my cards right, I just hold. Like if I just didn't do any more harvesting in my other account and just wait till the price is at $100 or a couple $100, that might be a month, that might be half a year, who knows? But I don't want to sacrifice the coins unless it's for a good cause, you know, a good outcome. So partial harvesting.
Yeah, the partial harvesting is great. So harvest amount, is that $1? Well, now it changed, $4.22.
Yeah. So that's your coins that you'll receive.
Oh, that's
how much
you will receive, and you'll receive 4 points.
Yeah. So
you'll receive 7 BTCCs at 5%.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So but yeah, so everything's changed now that we're able to partial harvest. You can let your harvesting run out. You don't have to panic and go, well, I need to harvest. And if you got some coins already harvested, that's your ticket. That's the key to unlocking more unharvested coins, because you hold those for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You could triple that amount. Yeah. So it's not the harvesting, it's the swap that counts. Because if you're swapping too regularly, you're cancelling out the fact. If you hold for a week or 2, you're gonna get an upside of maybe 2 or 3x of what you've already got there, which will then unlock more.
Yeah,
and then you wait another. Yeah.
That's been my issue, is that I feel like I've been like circling because I keep swapping, harvesting, and I'm not.
Yeah. Hey, it's exciting and fun.
It
but
is.
Hey,
you don't want to hold off on harvesting necessarily, because I thought that's kind of where you were going at first, but
yeah, but now we have the partial. Before we had to, unless you wanted to dig into your pocket and come up with hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Right, but still, why would we want to do partial? Is there really any reason to do partial? Yes,
there is. There is. So if you've harvested 6 coins, okay, and then those coins are worth $30 each, that's $180. Okay, you wait till they're $100 and they're $600. And then in the meanwhile, your miners are still bringing in coins, unharvested coins, that will unlock a lot more unharvested coins. Or the other way to do it is introduce your own funds and unlock your unharvested coins that way, and look at it as saving. So, it's both ways work.
Because the
if you don't want to
BTCC,
introduce.
it's going up. That's that value that you've harvested already is gonna go up, and you can use that.
Yeah.
Later on.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm still kind of confused about why we would want to hold something in harvest, meaning like not harvest it.
Because
I get that
No,
we
you
don't
just-
want to swap.
it's going to be the same value no matter what, whether it's sitting unharvested or if it's sitting harvested.
Right,
in your
right. So why would, if the bee fuel is going to go up, the cost of bee fuel is going to go up, the longer we keep it unharvested, why would we want to
No.
harvest
No.
it?
No,
No?
it's only at the time of that
Har-
that very point in time is when. So 3 weeks ago, I mined some coins that were $26 or $25.
Right.
That doesn't adjust to now. That's time stamped. That's done, dusted, and sat there. That's why this figure here. That's why, where is it? Dashboard. That's why that figure is a $1,700 upside on the dashboard. So when I go down to here, there's the proof there. It's cost me 4,700 B fuels,
Mhm.
and it's 6,352. So there's an upside of $1,650 or something like that. So I haven't harvested anything, and it's because it's been such a time. The coin's gone up so rapidly that it's every increment. It's saved. Yeah, it's a tough one to explain, but there's sort of the proof there. So at the time that the miner mined that coin, it was $25. So it remains $25, and it's still there for harvesting. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Right?
Kinda. I mean, it's a good
Kinda.
strategy.
Yeah. Just you know what I mean?
It
Like,
doesn't have to make sense, right?
no.
So the
Is-
price goes up and that number, that space
Yeah.
gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the very
But
moment,
again,
the very point that your miner mined that coin at that B fuel consumption, it stays in your unmined BTCC, and then the next day it goes up a couple of bucks, and that saves there. So you when you harvested it, harvests at the $25 or the $26 that it was at that point in time. It doesn't go up to the current price.
The BTC,
The coin that you
MetaMask doesn't? The stuff you're holding in your MetaMask doesn't go up?
no, the stuff that you hold in your MetaMask, what I'm trying to say is that your mind, when I go into the mind here, we'll go into mine. Okay, this might be a bit easier to explain. Here we go. So at the moment, so here you can see that there's 140 coins mined, right?
Okay.
So let's say on the first week, this mined, just say 50 coins. Okay, those coins would have been mined at the rate, the B fuel cost of $25.
Mhm.
And they will still be in there at $25.
Mhm.
Second week, just say it was another 50 coins. They would have been mined at the B fuel rate of just say $30.
Mhm.
And then this last week, we'll just call it 40 coins at $40. So if I'm harvesting, and then that's how the average on my dashboard changes for my net worth and my B fuel net worth cost and my mined BTCC net worth. That's how I get the profit, because the first week was at $25, and when I harvest them, I will get them cheap. You know what I mean? From 3 weeks ago, that was the cost 3 weeks ago. So
Right. So that's again goes back to my question. Why would we only want to partial harvest? If the price is only going up, don't we want to harvest at a lower price? And most all of it. Why partial? That's what I'm still not.
Because you maybe don't want to introduce the funds. Maybe you don't want to introduce the funds at the time. Some people may not be able to afford. you know, have the ability to harvest. You know,
Sure. I mean, if you don't have the funds, you don't have the funds. I get that. But if you do have the funds, isn't it more cost effective to not do partial, to do all of it?
Absolutely. If you got the funds there, then yeah.
Okay,
sure.
yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I thought that there was a
Yeah.
benefit to not
No,
harvesting all
sorry.
at once. Okay, that's
Okay.
the only thing I was confused about.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
just
you were
putting.
like,
Yeah,
there's a plus to not harvesting all at once. Okay,
that's
got
fine.
it. No,
Okay.
of course, that's definitely an advantage that we have now to do it partial
Yeah.
for people who don't have money. But
Yeah, sorry. I just jumped
Got
out of
it.
my shoes and had to jump in other people's. Sorry. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
it's all good. Okay, I'm glad I asked. Okay, for
Yeah, cool.
Oh, so I've been struggling trying to explain this to people that I know. I really need to take a break and just learn more, because someone who knows crypto, they were telling me that, you know, I said I'm mining, and they're like, that's really expensive. I'm like, yeah, but it was just I just couldn't explain how this whole situation is working, and he kind of just talked over me about his issue. So it's kind of, you know, but I guess it is expensive, right? But
Yeah,
we have but with WAAS, it's a different situation.
Well, it's all together. You have to remember that there's basically 3 projects within this investment. You have your 30% going into the Bitcoin vault, which will be liquidated out next September. And you have, well, actually there's 4 parts. Then you have the dividends coming out of whatever 3% a month on whatever you have in the Bitcoin vault. And then the third part is the double WAAS tokens. You get double the amount of WAAS tokens, which will be liquidated out next September. And then the mining. Then you bring, this is how I just explain it to people. Then I go into the mining and I explain, Scott brought up a good point of a week or so ago. When we are introducing, we want to make sure that they know that there will be a little bit of out-of-pocket funds needed in order to do the first harvest, because you don't, you know, let's say somebody only has $500 and they're not going to have that extra 20% is what I tell people on top of the 500 to be able to harvest that first time. So when you are explaining that, just make sure that they know that there will be the initial investment, and then once they're mining, there'll be a little bit more 20% on the 500 that is necessary to do the first initial harvest.
Crystal, can I squeeze a question in there?
Yeah, please, Johnny. I've been thinking about you. I knew you were waiting.
So I watched the one of the slightly older videos where Chavez is talking about many things, and then the one gentleman, foreign guy, sounds like German maybe, has this spreadsheet, right? That some spreadsheet nerdery, which I'm so jealous. I wish I was that good at Excel, but he's basically showing that it takes roughly around 12 or 13 days from breaking even or going at a loss to becoming profitable, right? So when you're talking about the initial 20%, is that 20% sufficient to cover that 11, 12, 13, 14, or whatever days to get to the point of actually breaking even and becoming profitable? Is that what the 20% is based on? Does it make sense what I'm asking?
I'm hoping Scott heard that.
yeah, absolutely. That 20% is there just to get some harvest happening. Okay, and if that spreadsheet, what he's talking about works, then yeah, that's definitely enough to, you just hold that amount that you've harvested until you know you become profitable. So if it takes a week, it could take 2 weeks, it could take 3, it could take a month or 2, but at some point you're going to start profiting. It just depends, I suppose, what everyone else is doing and how good the coins going. I'll just get off screen share. I don't think we need to be on here anymore.
Definitely, look at that. We're at $45. We hit $45. It's definitely
it did go down to 44 and then back up, I guess. Yeah, it did.
It's definitely like a game of patience. You know, it's not like get rich quick.
Of course.
Where's my thing gone to try and?
I really liked all those numbers
you-
that Alan put in today, or I don't know if it was today. That was like, wow, okay. That puts things into perspective.
There is another question too. So there's this other guy I know who is like guru, crypto guru, this guy, right? He was a big Bitcoin guy, and he was asking me about, because I had him check out We Are Satoshi, and he was like, well, what are you building? I'm like, what do you mean, what are we building? Like, but I just didn't understand, because I guess maybe his altcoins, they're building something like a infrastructure, or he was trying to get at that. And I was saying, well, it's a community, and we have the Bank of Reserves, and we're building wealth. But he was still like, no, that's not. It's you need to build something. That's not crypto. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, did he tell you what his altcoins were building?
No, get to that
Perhaps,
point.
you know, you can ask him that to get some like perspective on, you know, what we per se ought to be building.
Yeah.
But Scott, do you have any sense of that? I mean, I do have some sense that these other communities, they are like projects, you know, just like with NFTs, you know, you can add certain features onto them that give people the capability to, you know, I don't know, go to special parties, or you know, like see, you know, go to special workshops, or, you know, just have different advantages. And then on top of that, you know, what is the community doing on a bigger scale? So
okay, because I remember he showed me a model of a city that they're creating or something like that. I didn't really. Anyway, it was something like that. So
So it sounds like that's something that they're fundraising to achieve. So it's they're what you just said. They're saying they're looking at building a city or something to do something where this has already got a product. We're selling the miners. Half of it goes to the affiliate side, and we're technically just taking money from, turning fiat currency from the system into a place where it's better off to be, and it's safe. You know, we can start transacting with each other, and it's on the same roadmap as Bitcoin. It's fully decentralized. Everything was even from the beginning. You know, it's expensive to harvest, but that's what creates the wealth in the coin. That's, you know, we got to, if it was cheap to harvest, then we've got a cheap coin, don't we? So, but in saying that, I've got to wrap this up, guys. I've just got a household that's just woken up, so I have to leave. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Thanks, Scott, for all of your input.
Yeah. Sorry, and we'll have another. We catch up later on.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. I see everyone. Sorry, a bit abrupt leaving, but okay.
Yeah, we'll probably
Okay,
go.
no worries,
DM
Johnny.
me about how to send you stuff through the Dapp, how to send you funds through the Dapp.
Sound
Or anyone else who knows how to do
okay.
that. That would be
It's
awesome.
real simple.
Have a
Once
good
Okay.
one.
All righty.
it sits.
You too. Take care.